God. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, and Mashiach, Yahushua. Now, I ain't really thought of too much of a title. I kind of meditated on the title. I don't know what I really want the title to be. For the most part, it's kind of going to be centered around labor, but it's also going into a lot of Facebook Israelites, a lot of tweeting Israelites, a lot of Instagram Israelites, So I'm going to just go ahead and get into the scriptures. Just go ahead and get into the scriptures with it, man. This is Matthew chapter 22 in verse 9. Matthew chapter 22 and verse 9. It says, "Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. So the servants went out into the highways and gathered together all, as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests." So we're supposed to go to the highways and the byways to bid people to the marriage, to bid people back to the Most High God. Slakia. Slakia. We're supposed to go out and bid people back to the marriage. But it says we're supposed to go to the highways and the byways. We're supposed to go to the streets. And it's a lot of Israelites, a lot of brothers, a lot of sisters that so-called prophesy and so-called teach on Facebook. I'm not saying that they're in the wrong, but how a lot of people are going about it, they make it wrong, if that makes sense. It's a lot of brothers and sisters on Facebook that just like to sit there and type all day. Well, brother, you doing this wrong. Well, brother, you doing that wrong. Well, brother, it's kind of like this, and they kind of drop the precept, so on and so forth. But they don't go to the highways and byways. On Facebook, they'll be an excellent teacher. On Facebook, they'll type all day. Excellent teacher in the comments. But when it comes to face to face, that's not the case. That's not the case when it comes to face. When it comes out to going to camp, that's not the case. Brothers is bold as a lion, mighty as a lion, through the computer and through the phone, in the comfort of their own home. But when it comes to the highways and byways, they don't want to go out there. They don't want to put their face out there. That's kind of what it's going into. They kind of scared to show their face, Well, if I show my face, brother, then Esau might come after me, and this, that, and the third, and brothers be getting shot out there, and y'all be getting death threats, and so on and so forth. We signed up for that. When you became an Israelite, you signed up for those kind of tribulations and trials. Why? Because we're supposed to go through the same thing that Yahushua went through. Did Yahushua sit on Facebook and type all day? No. Did Yahushua just go and send letters to everybody and they send it back, and Yahushua kind of cut him up through the letter, send it back like, "Ooh, I can't wait for him to read this letter and this is gonna chop his ass"? No. Yahushua was in the streets. He was in the synagogues. He was in the chief place of concourse. Let me grab that precept. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, "Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets." Wisdom uttereth her voice in the streets. Wisdom don't utter her voice on goddamn Instagram. On a damn Instagram post. You kind of post it up in your house, showing your fringes, and you kind of look cool, you know what I'm saying? And you drop a precept. You drop Numbers 15:38, Brothers got to wear these fringes. But you ain't never going out on the highways and byways. You ain't giving wisdom in the streets because you're kind of fearful. You're kind of scared to go out to the streets. Even if you do go out to the streets, you're not always the main person that's got to teach. That's what brothers don't understand. They think once they hit the streets and they got to get the mic and that's not how it work in the camp. A lot of brothers don't want to join the camp. Join the camp. Figure out how it go. You might love it out there on the streets. But a lot of brothers are scared. They scared to hit the streets, man. They scared to go out there into the pavement. They scared to go do the labor. They scared to go do the actual work of the Most High. Because everybody is going to get their reward. Believe that. You're going to get your reward. Christ didn't command us to get on Facebook and type. I don't even have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have Snapchat. I don't got Twitter. What the hell? I don't got TikTok. Whatever else they got, I don't got it. I have YouTube. That's the only thing that's the only closest social media that I have is YouTube. And the reason why I know a lot of brothers is typing and going on YouTube and talking and doing this, that, and the third and scoffing and commenting is because my eye can show me. It's a lot of things that I see. It's a lot of brothers hating on other brothers through the keyboard because they miles away. But when when somebody want to actually dialogue, they kind of shy away. Nah, I don't want to dialogue. I'd rather type. A brother commenting on our video. He was kind of getting on Mahar head, I believe, Officer Mahar. Mahar said we can do a live debate. Because we not really fearful of a live debate. We can do a live debate, or you can keep typing. You can keep commenting. Guess what the brother said? The brother literally said, I'm going to keep commenting. He said, I'm going to keep commenting, but while I got your attention, can you answer this question? Brother literally said that. A so-called man. It's a lot of people that's scared. They can scoff and they can talk all this stuff boldly through typing, through texting. But don't ever want to actually step out. And I'm not saying step out as in step out to the yard, let's box, let's get it. I'm not talking about that. We're not carnal over here. We're spiritual. Our weapons are not carnal. Believe me. We toting Bibles. But nobody want to get rebuked. Nobody want to get reproved. Nobody want to hear that. You kind of go to the precept. I don't want to hear that, brother. Well, damn, why you here? Let me finish this Proverbs. Slakia. Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. So wisdom is in the chief concourse. And wisdom in this context is a representation of the Most High's servants, or his prophets, or his teachers, or his apostles. Any brother that's out there teaching on the streets. We're actually out there debating chief enemies, such like Christians and Muslims and this, that, and the third. We're debating our chief enemies. And you wait for us to post a video and you kind of get the commenting on how we did something wrong. Come step out there with us. Or post a video you street teaching and show us how to do it. It's a lot of brothers and sisters that scoff and try to teach through a computer. Show me that in the Bible. Show me where the Most High or Yahweh Shah commanded. Go get on Twitter and go kind of cut them camps up. Go kind of teach them how to really teach. That's not how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it like this. You're supposed to do it like that. A lot of brothers always hollering about order, this, that, and the third. Yes, I agree. We do need more order. We can always add to anything. We need more wisdom. We need more of this. We need more of that. I agree. It's always room to grow, 100%. But if you've never been out in that situation, to know how it actually feels, to have your spirit riled up in that situation where you got a chief enemy right here, and you want to dagger him with the scriptures, you don't know how it feels. You ain't never been in that situation. Or you ain't never been in that situation where it's a crowd of people listening to you talk, and you kind of going back in a debate. You've never been in that situation, so you can't sit here and be like, well, y'all brothers did this and y'all brothers did. You don't know. You don't understand what was going on. You don't get it. Now, of course, do you not think that we don't go back and review our videos and see what we can improve on? Of course we do. We are dealing with wisdom. You know, at least I hope we dealing with wisdom. I'm not trying to sound prideful. I hope we dealing with wisdom, you know. But kind of got a precept. This is Sirach chapter 3, verse 25. It says, for many. Ooh, hold on. It's like it. I'm gonna start at 24 because that was cool. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment. A lot of y'all brothers is deceived by our own vain opinion. You know, well, I don't like how they did that, or I don't like how they did this, or I don't like this and I don't like that. And they go to Facebook and they type a paragraph and throw 2 precepts on it, and they kind of don't like how we talk. Go to the highways and byways and labor. That's what labor is. Labor is getting down there, getting gritty with your hands, working. Hard work. Meanwhile, you at the house on the Shabbat, while brothers is out here actually putting in labor, you're at the house, you know, in your house shoes. You kind of got your pajamas on. You got a nice QT cup right there, and, you know, you sipping on that. Eating whatever you want to eat. Meanwhile, brothers is out there in the sun with headaches, migraines, dealing with everyday struggles out there bringing forth, laboring to bring forth. Let me see. Let me grab this precept. Man. Brothers is out there actually laboring, and you sitting in the comfort of your own home because you're scared to step out to the highways and byways. And if you're scared, that's fine. But don't go to Twitter and type. Don't go to Facebook and type and say this, that, and the third. Let me go back to Sirach 3 and 25. Without eyes, thou shalt want light. Profess not the knowledge, therefore thou hast not. Don't speak on things that you don't have the understanding on. It's a lot of brothers out here that claim to be their wise and this, that, and the third, and they got the wisdom of Solomon and so on and so forth. But when a brother start asking you questions, you folding up. You folding up, man. Now, I'm not saying you have to know everything. I'm saying don't profess like you know everything when you don't know it. Don't act like you got the answers to everything. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you scoffing and mocking at the men that brought you into the truth? I'm not speaking on me. I'm not speaking on my camp. I'm speaking on all the camps. Don't mock and scoff at these camps and these other brothers that's laboring to bring forth fruit, meat for repentance, and you're on Facebook. 9 times out of 10, you came into the truth off of somebody that's out there teaching on the street. If not, then somebody else brought you in the truth, and they got brought in by somebody that was teaching on the street. So why are you scoffing and mocking at the men that brought you into the truth? When brothers is out there actually putting in the work and doing the work. This is Micah chapter 4 and 10. Be in pain and labor. It says, be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. Like a woman. We're going out there and we're pushing. You have to push. Scriptures say that we're going to take the kingdom. That's the mindset we got to be in, man. It's a lot of brothers that's just typing. I'm gonna just do it in my own home, and I'm doing the work, And somebody dislike your post, and you kind of, I'm suffering for righteousness' sake. You kind of get glad at that. Somebody dislike your post, now you going through trials and tribulation. Now you going through persecution. You ain't going through nothing. Just because a brother dislike a scripture you drop, don't mean you going through trials and tribulations and persecution. Don't mean you hated of all men. And you sitting at home on your MacBook typing, or on your phone late at night in the bed just typing. You ain't brought forth no wisdom, nothing. You ain't laboring. You ain't out there in the highways and byways where it's hot or cold. You ain't even been in a cold. There's brothers that go out in the winter time, in season. So like in season and out of season. There's brothers that go out there in the winter time, freezing cold. We can't even tote the Bible because our hands are so cold. We got to use the phone. We got to use the phone to read because it's so damn cold outside. Ain't nobody around, but guess what? In season, out of season, laboring, putting in work. Meanwhile, brothers is at home in the comfort of AC and heat. They kind of got the cover snuggled up with some hot cocoa. And you consider yourself laboring. I was talking to Officer Mahar the other day. I was like, I wonder if niggas really believe that they actually putting in work on Facebook, on Twitter. I wonder if they believe if they post something, they like, damn, I just did the work. That's silly. That is silly. That's nonsense. Don't get me wrong. Please do not get me wrong. Yes, you can have some profit in Facebook, in Twitter, and in Instagram. You can have some profit in bringing people into the truth. I'm not knocking that. But that should not be your foundation. That is not your main spot to bring people in. That is not the foundation. The foundation is the scriptures, and the foundation says to go to the highways and byways and to go into the streets. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Anything else is adding onto it. Anything else is bread and butter. But a lot of brothers think that Instagram is the foundation and they just finna type. And 9 times out of 10, most of these people that's on there, that's doing the teaching, are scoffers. They're against camps. They don't want to join the camp because there's too many doctrines in their camps, and they don't believe all the same thing, and this, that, and the. That's effeminate, man. Join the camp. You don't believe the same thing as your wife do. What are you talking about? That's hypocritical. Not everybody is going to have the same exact mindset and believe the exact same thing until the kingdom come. Till Yahweh come and establish it. Ain't man one of us got the whole 100% truth. Nobody has the 100% truth. Guarantee it. Somebody has an error in one spot or either 2 spots. Guaranteed. We know in part and we prophesy in part. Believe that. But 9 times out of 10, the niggas that's on Facebook is the niggas that's scoffing. Ain't put in no work ever. They've been in the truth 5 years, ain't stepped to the pavement yet. They don't get on Facebook to say, where's some Akim at that I can link up with, or where's some Akim at that I can join a camp, or this, that, and the third, or I can come meet y'all here, or I can go over there, y'all can come meet me over. No, it ain't never like that to go do the work. It ain't never like that. It's always, I don't like you camps, or this, that, and the third. You did this wrong, and you did that wrong, and you didn't have to teach like that, and y'all brothers don't need to be doing. Go out there and labor. Go out there and bring forth the word. You go do something. That's lazy. That's for real lazy. That's effeminate, and that's child. That's a child. You mean like a child, man. Niggas is literally on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter Edomite women, Edomite young girls get on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. That is childish. Sirach, now, let me calm down, because I'm not saying that everybody gets on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook is childish. I'm not saying that. I know some people that take that and they get offended and they run away with it. No, all I'm saying is you don't go and put the work in there and there alone. That is not what we doing. This is Sirach chapter 33. In verse 27, it says, send him to labor that he be not idle, for idleness teacheth much evil. Believe it or not, you're not putting in that much work on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. You're not doing no work. So you're idle. And idleness teaches much wickedness, which is what I see. A lot of brothers is bringing forth wickedness. Teaching other men not to go out into the highways and byways. I remember I had a couple brothers come at me about Christ. About how they say Christ is an idol. And this, that, and the third. In the comments. You know? And it's just like, damn, bro. I'm not even in that spirit. A lot of people come at me in a spirit of aggression or anger or mad or something. Like, nigga, I don't know you. And I always try to approach it the same way. Well, I love you. I still love you. You know, you my brother. I'm gonna just show you the couple precepts that I got. Just meditate on them. It's like when everybody behind the keyboard, they always aggressive and they mad and this, that, they got some hate. It's like, damn, brother, why are you so hateful? That's a key ingredient not to get into the kingdom of heaven if you hate your brother. You know? If you hate me, then you got to figure that out, man. That's a salvation issue. I don't know what to tell you. I wish you wouldn't. We can talk about it. I don't know why you hate me. If you do hate me, it ain't nothing I can do about it. So be it. The scripture said, work out thy own salvation. I can't stop you from hating me. It is what it is. That go with me. That go with my Akim. Even brothers that just type and do these things to Sakari. Do these things to ISUBK. Do these things to IUIC. They always typing, and it seems like it's just hate. And it's just like, damn. Why do you hate these men? These men labored to bring men like you into the truth. They put in so much work. I believe Priest Sabak been in the truth for like 20-something plus years. He's been laboring, putting in work. And Lord willing, he's going to get a great reward. A beautiful reward. That's what we all seek. But you men that's on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook now, I don't know what the hell kind of reward y'all seeking, man. Yikes, dude. I don't know. If you scared to go out into the highways and byways, man, that's something you fast and pray about, and the Lord will give you a mighty heart. But if you scared, don't be that brother that act like you not scared and that act like, you that guy and this, that, and the third. Don't act like that. Don't act like that, man. Don't be that guy. I'm gonna end it off on this, man. This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 2. It says, truly said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he would send forth laborers into his harvest. So, man, the harvest is great, man. It's big. It's many of people to bring into the truth, to bid into the marriage. Just like it said, we're supposed to bid into the marriage, the good and the bad. But there's few laborers. We don't got a lot of laborers out here, man. So that's something we got to pray about, to get more laborers, to get more real men into the body to labor, man. Because this is crazy. It's wild. It's really sad, man. And I can show me some stuff on social media, and this is like, damn, man, this is what Israel on, huh? This is crazy. I'm trying to get out of here, but god damn how people acting. It don't look like we're gonna get out of here. How brothers is hating each other and typing and doing this, that, and the third and scoffing. And you should really you should really be thankful that there is men out there. The water, the water how you sent forth servants. If anything, man, this is crazy. I love the fact that we have a lot of brothers, not a lot of brothers, but mighty brothers that go to the highways and byways. I love that. I'm glad about that. I'm not talking about me. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about other brothers. IUIC, they mighty. Sakari, they mighty. Sons of Thunder, they mighty. Battle Axes, all these brothers is mighty. I'm glad the Most High sent them. Because if not, I wouldn't have been in the truth. I wouldn't have been in the truth. That's the only way. That's the only way, is through the highways and byways, man. Now, this is 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not vain in the Lord. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem, and Mashiach Yahushua. I want to say shalom, my brother, Shalom.